Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. It has been many hours of filming these reviews and just getting these videos done, editing, thumbnails, everything. And we've made it to the final review of the day, but not yet of this first pack. We still need to talk about Harold. But now it is time to talk about possibly the best looking diecast Thomas ever? I'm not even kidding. Like, ever? I don't like Take-Along Thomas's face. I do not like the CGI series by Mattel. I do not. I think that Thomas has always been ugly and annoying, whether it's Sherman or Joseph May voicing the triangle eyebrows. I got so sick of it. I mean, I'm trying to think. Ertl Thomas is so, like, nostalgic, but it's objectively, like, not the best Thomas. And so I think I'm ready to say this is my favorite diecast Thomas of all time. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. This is like season 1 cartoon Thomas. He finally is shaped properly. He's not fat and shaped poorly like the 80th anniversary slop. This is like peak Thomas diecast. Honestly, like look at it. That's a perfect Thomas. And the face is a cartoon season 1. I really couldn't ask for any more. So here's the packaging. We have available on YouTube Kids, Thomas logo, metal Thomas. The brand new Thomas. It is straight up season 1 Thomas with a cartoon face and colored eyes. Like, I think it's so good. We have the Thomas render looking very good. Viaduct in the background, colorful scenery. I love this Thomas. Oh my goodness. I'm like taking it in because I was hating the brand for so long, and hating the merchandise, hating it. The CGI series brought such a dark decade for the brand, over a decade, from 2008 with the Hero of the Rails slop, all the way until 2019, until Big World Big Adventures died. It was just a dark period for the brand, an awful 11, 12 years. And now we have a chance to have an amazing reboot. Even if the reboot show sucks, the merchandise is great. I'm really enjoying it. And so, even if the reboot sucks, we still have a peak Thomas. So, back of the box as always. Let's get this open. And let's, I want to hook up Wooden Railway Annie and Clarabelle, like, right away. Because I have the mint condition, like, 2001 Annie and Clarabelle. And, yeah. So, as I was saying, I think this could be the best diecast Thomas ever released. I'm not even joking. I despise Take-Along Thomas. I think Take-Along Thomas's sizing is horrendous. Like, horrendous. Take-Along is, like, so... It's held in this, like, higher prestige of Thomas merch, and it really does not deserve that. The shapes are not good. And the faces are so, like, 2003 promo-ish. It's just... lacking so much life. So, I mean, I'm ready to crown this Thomas as the best diecast Thomas ever released. Here we go. Another perfect unboxing. Packaging is safe for my display. Let's get that over there. My goodness, here we are. There's that face. Oh, geez, the printing is actually beautiful. Nothing wrong. Let me take it off camera here. Printing is excellent. Like, it's... I don't know if you can guys pick this up if you take your fingers and zoom in on the screen. The eyes are printed so good that it's like lined up perfectly with the circles of the eyes, if you get what I mean. Like the white is lined up perfectly. You have the eyebrows that look great. There's Thomas's smile. He's got a proper tall funnel. Look at that Thomas shape. The big number 1, kind of like the Railway Series reference. Here's Thomas underneath with the T ticket. 2026 Mattel, Thailand, JLB 43. Thomas's whistle, sadly unpainted. The physical cap roof, which is such a treat. This Thomas, if you guys remember, I talked about the Ruby Thomas last year after my Dale with Thomas visit, and I was so negative on that. I really hated that 80th anniversary merch. For example, Thomas wasn't even like straight. He was like a trapezoid. He was like angled. He was oversized. The funnel was bad. poorly executed. And as you can see, this wheel here goes up for ascending track pieces. Good job on Mattel on that part. So I guess let's get down to the turntable and talk about Thomas. Back at the turntable once again, and here is, yes, the best die-cast Thomas ever released. And no, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I say that. The funnel is like actually the correct height. He actually looks like Thomas from the side for once in die-cast, for once. He actually looks good. From the back here. Now let's take a look at Thomas's face here and work our way back, as always. Now, Thomas's face, my goodness, I was expecting to kind of be worried when I got these in person of what they would look like, but wow, I really do like these faces. It's like a season 1 smiling cartoon face. I really have no complaints about the face. It's so refreshing. As someone who despised and hated the CGI series, this is so refreshing. Something new, finally. We were stuck with the same garbage Joseph May, Martin Sherman, Thomas face. Like, all I hear is their voices on Thomas, and I cringe. I get so angry. I can't stand it. And we finally have something refreshing. Something new, something good, and it is something blue. So I don't know what I'm doing. But, yeah, very cool. He's got the refreshed eyebrows. Sorry, I had to make a cut there, but we are back, and let's take a look at the front of Thomas. The rest of him, he does have the unpainted buffers, the unpainted lamps. Sadly, it is a shame, but he does have a very good-looking smoke box, as you can see. The funnel, again, is the correct height for once. Looking very good. Reminds me of a cartoon season 1 Thomas, quite literally. And it's just, it's so much better in person. And so we have the boiler stripes as well. Unpainted whistle, sadly, that really does bother me, to be honest with you. Because a painted Thomas whistle, as you saw in the packaging, is just, it's iconic. Now we have the side of Thomas. And another thing that is brand new to Thomas this year is his caps on his water tanks, as you can see. Caps on the water tanks. There's the boiler lining on the top of Thomas. We have the big number 1. We have the handrails, again with these. They're like actually on there. They're not just like painted on. They're actually like, you can feel them. You can even see from that angle. You can see the handrails like actually, they're separately fitted on there. But they're molded on there. And then we have the separate cab roof, which is an absolute treat. One of my favorite parts of these new die-cast engines, the separate cab roofs. The rivets right below his tank lining. His lining is done very well. His cab lining is done very well. No factory error on any of my engines except for Percy, which is a great sign. Very good lining all the way around. Good number 1. Lamp on the back, unpainted. Buffers unpainted. Here is the coal load for Thomas. Looks very good. The coal loads have been very strong, as we saw from Rosie, Thomas, and Percy. So overall, I'm very happy with this Thomas. Really don't have anything negative to say. Now, I guess the one thing people have been complaining about is, oh, it looks like Thomas is on stilts. And to be honest with you, I don't know why it's only on this specific engine that we have these like red stilts, I guess, that connect the wheels down below. But if only it was black. If it was black, I would have no problem with it. Now, I guess a good comparison would be Percy, because, I mean, they do share the same chassis. So Thomas is higher up, but like they look like the correct size. I don't know. Like they don't look bad in size. They look perfect. So I don't get what it is. Thomas just starts at a different point. And it's also because Thomas's running board is curved down. So that's also another positive. I think that's why. His running board is curved down. That is exactly why, actually. So because of that, I don't care about the red stilts. I really don't. I really don't. It gave us the proper running board. Running board is curved downward. Beautiful. We figured it out, chat. That's why the the higher, Thomas looks like he's higher up, but he's really not. The running board is just curved and starts differently than the other engines. But yeah, so now it's time to get this Peak Thomas hooked up to some rolling stock. Oh, actually, real quick, let's compare the sizes of these faces of these three engines. So here's a quick comparison of these three engines' faces. Rosie has the smallest one, Percy is the biggest one, Thomas has the, happy medium. Which face do I think is the best size? To be honest with you, I'm not sure, because I'd say Thomas. I'd say Rosie's is a bit too small, Percy's is a bit too big, Thomas's is perfect. So let's get Thomas hooked up to, you guessed it, let's get Annie and Clarabelle out here. My mint condition Wooden Railway Annie and Clarabelle. Let's get Thomas flipped around. This is going to be peak. Oh my, look at that. That looks beautiful. So now we have all of the first wave engines. We just need Harold to have in the background. Just need 2026 Harold. Here's Thomas and Toby and Percy. It's just like in the TV series. It's Thomas Comes to Breakfast, everybody. We have the three engines in the sheds. Look at that. They look fantastic next to each other. Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. We have Terrence the tractor in the background and all this scenery. This is looking great. So Thomas looks really good with Annie and Clarabelle. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, it's probably because I think this is the best version of Thomas Wooden Railway Annie and Clarabelle. But we'll have to see what he looks like with die-cast Annie and Clarabelle in person. They are looking much better than I thought they would as well. But I think, again, this is how Annie and Clarabelle should look. They should have their names printed. They should have their classic faces like this. This is how Annie and Clarabelle should be, not like the 2026 versions. But then again, I'll wait and see until how they look in person to me to really make my final judgment on them. But right here, I mean, this is season 1 Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle in my eyes. So that's Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle. Let's get Percy with Annie and Clarabelle, actually. Look at that. Percy's Promise. So we got Thomas in the sheds. Percy with Annie and Clarabelle. Very cool. So now let's get Annie and Clarabelle off the layout. I'll actually just put her in the sheds here. Put them in the sheds. Let's get Thomas with the mail van. Check that out. Thomas and the mail coach. Pretty cool. So guys, let me know your thoughts on everything down below. I'm just having fun here with these trains. Again, I love the fact that we have these magnets, so this is possible. A big reason of why I think this diecast line is so good. It will be so successful. I think it will be very successful. All of the new merch has been successful at this point. People are buying it. People are obsessed with it. I know there's a lot of factory errors and stuff coming out, like not as it should be, just, to put it bluntly. But I think as the year goes on, hopefully Mattel will correct a lot of these early issues, especially with the motorized. It's not even the die-casts. Like, the die-casts have been so strong in everything we've seen. The die-casts are 10 out of 10 on that point. The motorized just need some work with the final finishing in the factories, I guess. But this has been my review on the die-cast Thomas. I do think it is the best die-cast Thomas ever released. One more train here. The shape of Thomas, the shape of his funnel, the running board, the season 1 cartoon face, the gray coal load, the physical cab roof, the physical detailing such as the handrails on the cab. Excellent. The funnel. It's such a good looking Thomas. Real quickly, guys, I forgot to put this in the video, but I scrambled to get this clip in here. Here is Thomas next to the brand new Troublesome truck. That scaling is much better. That is perfect. I love the contrast of the colors, to be honest with you. But the new truck is just, it feels so good, and connected to the engines, it's even better. So there's Thomas, I guess, coupled up to Percy with the Troublesome truck. So very, very cool. Now back to the review. Ooh, this might be my favorite train. Look at that. Now we just need a 2026 tired out expression, Thomas, and we can get a real fun train going. So guys, once again, this has been my review on the 2026 Diecast Thomas. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Be on the lookout for future 2026 reviews. I will be trying to buy more merchandise ASAP as soon as possible so I can review it for you guys on the channel and make these fun videos. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Thomas down below. I think it's the best one ever released. And I'll see you guys in the next video.